Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Sunday night, which means it's Tradby night, and we're going back to Staffordshire Brewery tonight, hopefully for redemption with this beer. It is the Black Grouse Stout, and it weighs in at 4.5% ABV, and it says on the front of the bottle that this is a smooth stout with rich chocolate undertones. It says it's been triple filtered for a clean, crisp finish. It contains barley and wheat, obviously 4.5% ABV. You've got a blurb from the brewery on the side. You know, it's quality handcrafted ale brewed the traditional way, with a website, which is staffordshirebrewery.co.uk, and the address and all the usual gumph. This is another one that the wife picked up for me from Jackson's Nurseries for £3.35 a bottle. And so, again, it equals the most expensive bottled beer of the trad style I've ever had. And last week, with the bitter, it wasn't a great first impression. I'm hoping this is redemption. So, without further ado, let's get it out and into a glass and see what we think. So it makes no mention of being bottle conditioned or anything like that. I'm guessing not, given that it's filtered. So I don't have to worry too much about sediment and whatnot. So the pour is dark. See if we can encourage a bit of a head. Not going to go mental. That will do. So, up to the light, it's nice and dark. Just a little bit of mahogany at the fringes. And a good, creamy head. Looks alright, does that? You know, given that it's not bottle conditioned or anything at all. So, yeah, looks good. Let's have a whiff. Do I get the chocolate? Do I get the malt? Do I get the roasted? I'm getting hints of chocolate. Little hint of coffee. Roasted malts are coming through. It's not too bad. Let's agitate that once more. Yeah, it smells like a traditional stout, with all the key things present and correct. So no weird fruitiness on this one at all. So that's good. Yeah, so it looks good, smells good. What's it taste like? Cheers. Do you know what? I like that. I like that. The body is medium weight. It's not overly heavy. Really silky smooth in the mouth. Carbonation is soft and really, really good. And the flavours, they are traditional. They're safe. They're not in your face in any way, shape or form. You've got just enough of the chocolate coming through to add a little bit of sweetness. And it balances the bitterness of those roasted malts really, really well. As that chocolate fades away, you are left with the coffee notes of the malt. And yeah, I like that. I do. It's tasty. It does what a stout should do, of a traditional style. Yeah, it's simple. It's effective. I like it. The finish starts out sweet, and as it goes by, you just get more and more of that roasted malt come through, and then the bitterness kind of kicks in. That I appreciate. When I have a stout, I want a bit of bitterness on the back end, and yeah, it delivers. It delivers. Not a bad beer at all, that. So, Black Grouse Stout. I have a feeling this is redemption for Staffordshire Brewery out in Leek. Yeah, what do I think of you? Well, quite impressed, actually, I must say. But before we go to my scoreboard of joy, which is currently void of anything at all, we'll go to the A Memoir of Untapped, which says there have been 722 check-ins and an average of 3.56. And 4 people I know have tried it with a slightly higher average of 3.75. I think, if I'm honest, they're underselling it. Yeah, I know wisdom of crowds and all that will give you the best possible outcome. But for me, I think I'm edging towards the top end of that scale. So we're going to go on the looks, the aroma, the body, the taste, and the finish. As always, if you're new to the channel, that's what I do. So So let's top it off and just revisit the looks of this beer. A little bit more, there we go. It's a nice looking beer. It's dark, it's roasted. You've got a beautiful off-white, almost ivory head. Once more up close in the glass. There's not an awful lot to see because it's a stout, but it's good. I like it. It looks like a stout should, therefore it gets the whole point. The aroma at first is quite light, and then as you agitate the beer and per a swig, the flavours come out. You get the coffee, you get the chocolate. Chocolate's foremost. Coffee comes later, and then you get the balanced roasted malts as well. It works. It works. It is good. It could do with being just a little bit stronger though on the aroma. So I'm going to give it the 0.75. The body is just about right. It could do with being a little bit heavier for my liking, but we have to consider it's only 4.5%, and adding the ABV tends to add something to the body because obviously all the ingredients that have gone into make it bigger. So yeah, it's good. Medium weight. Lovely carbonation though. So I'm going to give it the 0.75. Just like a little bit more weight to it if I could. Taste, I cannot fault in any way, shape or form. The most important bit it delivers on a trad stout. It delivers the chocolate that it promises first and foremost. It gives me the good roasted malts, hints of coffee, everything I want. So yeah, it's getting a full point on that one. And the finish, again, it delivers. You get the sweetness of the chocolate. It's almost vanilla-like as well. And then you get that beautiful roasted malt and that coffee come through that adds the bitterness to the back end that I particularly love in a traditional style stout. So yeah, it's getting a full point. So the Black Grouse Stout from Staffordshire Brewery in Leek has got 4.5 out of 5 on my Untapped scoreboard of joy. But we go to the bonus points. Now, it can't have the full bonus because it didn't get the full 5 out of 5. But would I buy it again? Well, caveat, the wife bought it for me. Would I buy it? Yes, I would, actually. I would. I still have a problem with the value for money. And I know buying it from somewhere like a garden centre that just dabbles on a few bits here and there in their little foodie section, you are going to be paying top dollar. At £3.35, it's not value for money. I'm going to have a look on the brewer's website, and I will link it down below because I'm sure they will be cheaper per bottle if you buy it direct. So based on the price that was paid by my good lady wife, I can say no value for money on that one. But if it's cheaper, I will potentially revisit that and add a little note in the video description below. So yeah, Black Grouse Stout has got 4.5 out of 5 with a buy again bonus for good measure. So there we are. A decent beer. And that's the second time recently where a stout has delivered from a brewery's beers where the paler options have not. Maybe that's a trend, I don't know. Maybe my tastes are changing back towards the darker beers I used to enjoy when I was younger and away from your hoppy pales and IPAs and the like. So, there we go. Let's find out, shall we? So yeah, gonna leave it there and say that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another video. Bye.